Hey guys, Avery here with Skip's Tactical Solutions, and I'm here with another episode of Talk to Me Thursday. As you guys come on, please let me know where you are joining from. Hello, Yarn Dragons, how are you? And hi, Diggity, how are you? Tonight I will be doing, I want to say I'll probably do two giveaways tonight. There will be one giveaway at the end, and then there will be another giveaway probably midway, and that will be for everyone that is live. But the giveaway at the end will be for everyone who shares the video and comments below. So make sure that you stay tuned so that you can see those gifts that will be given away. And those are all courtesy of Glock. And tonight we will be talking about the newly released Glock 44, which is a 22 caliber. And we will also be talking about USCCA Self Defense Insurance. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I hope that you guys have had a great week so far. Feel free to share the live video as well. Hello, D, how are you? Oh, hello, long range shooter, how are you? And if there's anyone who is joining the live for the first time, please let us know that you are joining for the first time as well. All right, so first thing that we're going to talk about is we're going to probably start out with USCCA. So I want to talk to you all about self-defense insurance. And if you don't know what self-defense insurance is, you will definitely know what it is by the end of the night. And if you don't have it, I hope that you will want to get it by the end of this live. Hi, G-Webs, and hi, Marv. How are you? So there are quite a few companies out there that offer self-defense insurance, and it all depends on what your wants and your likes are. So I kind of look at it like car insurance, home insurance. There's a reason why you pick the companies that you pick, and kind of like the same thing with self-defense insurance. There's few different companies. Well, actually, there's more than a few. There's a lot of different companies that are out there, and they offer a lot of different things. So you have to make that decision for yourself. But what we're going to do tonight is make sure that you are well informed, and I want you all to join in the live and let us know what you think as well. And if you have self-defense insurance, please let us know why you went with the company that you went with so that we can learn from others as well. Hey guys. So this week I had a pretty busy week. I went up to Glock, and I'll talk about that here towards the end of the video. But I also was able to shoot the new handgun that was released. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully you guys were able to see a few of the pictures or the stories that I shared from it. But if you were not, feel free to go back and check the social media, either Instagram or Facebook. And something else that I want to let you guys know before I start this is the Instagram giveaway that we have going on right now for the slide in the barrel. Tonight is the last night for you to enter, and I will be announcing the winner of it on next week's live. All right. So if you haven't joined or entered, make sure that you do that because it is free and it's very nice. All right. So make sure that you do that. If you haven't hit that thumbs up, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. And it's actually quite toasty in here tonight. But a couple of the companies, so I'm going to talk about what may be considered the top 6 companies, okay? So I have some notes here that I will be referring to, but there is US Law Shield / Texas Shield, there is Second Call Defense, there's USCCA, CCW Safe, Armed Citizens, LDN, and Firearms Legal Protection. So those are possibly like the top 6, depending on what you're looking for. Those are the top 6, and we will be I'll be comparing some of them, but mainly I'll be talking about some of the pros of the company that I decided to go with, which is USCCA. So just to be honest, self-defense insurance is one of those things that if you are carrying a firearm or anything else that can be considered a weapon, you want self-defense insurance, because I don't know about you all, but I definitely don't have $100,000 just sitting in the bank to be able to drop so that I can defend myself just in case I have to use my firearm. So that is why self-defense insurance is out there, and it is extremely important because people go through these things all the time, and you don't want to have to lose your home or lose your job just because this happens, okay? So very, very important. If you have not considered it, please think about considering it tonight, because it is very important. This can impact a lot of people's lives, not just yours, your kids, your spouse, your close family members. So for those of you who have self-defense insurance, I would definitely like for you to let us know why you have the company that you have. Full disclosure, I am a affiliate when it comes to USCCA. And like I've told you guys before, the only companies I'm an affiliate with are the companies that I truly believe in and I use myself. So I have USCCA Self Defense Insurance, and my spouse has it as well. So very important for you to know. I'm talking about it. I love it. It took a very long time for me to do the homework on all the companies, what they offered, and just make sure that I was making an educated and informed decision versus everybody else is doing it, so let me hop on that train, or just listening to what other people said. You know, I made my own decision. So that is the company that I decided to go with. But some of the key things that I want you to think about when it comes to self-defense insurance is, does the company cover bail bond coverage? Because I don't know about you, but like I said, I don't have a lot of money just sitting around. And especially, say, if something happens this time of the year, which we all know that crime is really starting to uptick during this time of year, because a lot of people have extra gifts in their home, high value items, and they may be putting boxes in the garbage, and bad people are just seeing what's in your house because it's in your garbage, and that's making your home a target as well. In the target zone, once you become once you obtain the insurance, then you are a member of USCCA, and it comes with a lot of additional perks. And I'm telling you guys, I've been wanting to cover this for a really long time because it is extremely important. And so I really sat down, took the time to do my homework on it, and that's why I'm coming to you guys with this live about it. So yeah, I'm talking about this on live, but I will be doing a video on it as well, just like a regular YouTube video. The regular YouTube video will not be as long because, you know, I like to keep my videos short and sweet, but I thought it was really important, especially with the crime upticking right now. And we know, regardless if someone did something bad, they're still going to try to sue you. And it's like, yeah, I robbed this person or I did this, but yeah, I'm still going to try to sue them in civil court. So I'm going to go over a couple other things that I think are very important when it comes to this. And I think the option to be able to choose your own attorney is very important, and different companies offer different things. Another thing is civil damages. Are civil damages actually covered? Will they be able to provide you the funds in order to pay for civil damages? And does it cover any legal weapon, or does it only cover firearms? I want you to really think about it, because in some states, you have to think about a firearm is a firearm, but then a weapon can be other things, okay? So don't just lump it all into one, because in Florida, we differentiate between what's a firearm and then what's a weapon. So some states may not, but yeah. So I see a couple people that are in here actually have USCCA, so I'm glad to see that. Another thing that is very important is, when I call that hotline to be able to reach someone, will I be able to reach someone? Is it 24/7? That is very, very important, because when it comes to a traumatic event, which if you do have to use your firearm, it will be a traumatic event. Let's just be honest, right? I don't want someone to have to call me back later, or I'm getting this automated. Yeah, no, not going to be a good thing, right? You want someone and you want to be able to get in touch with them so that they can help guide you through this part of your life. Psychological support. That is extremely important. When I teach my CCW classes, I talk about that part of it because I think that part kind of gets left on the back burner because a lot of people don't want to talk about it. Not to say that I know what men think or anything like that, but sometimes they possibly don't want to talk about their feelings, right? So women may want to talk a little bit more. So gun community is majority men, and I don't really see people talking about the fact that if you do have to use your firearm, then you really need to get counseling. You need to be able to get that psychological support. And does your self-defense insurance cover that? That's very, very important. Another thing is your spouse or your family. Are they able to get covered? For me, I was able to add my spouse to my my policy. Not really my policy, but I was able to add them to my plan. And it was a very small fee to be able to add it. But if that's not an option, or if they have to have a completely different plan, then yeah, that's not going to be good either. Another big thing that is huge, do I have to pay the fees up front? I don't have the money for that. Like I said before, I don't know if you have the money for that, but that can get very, very expensive. And some of these companies will reimburse you and you have to pay up front. I don't want to pay up front. That is definitely no bueno. Don't want to pay up front. Post-incident firearm confiscation. Will they replace it? Will they not? That is another thing that you want to think about. And then, are there different tiers when it comes to the plans? The plan that I went with, I want to say that USCCA, I think they have 4 tiers. It's either 3 or 4 tiers. And the plan that I went with was conducive to my salary, what my family could afford without it being something that would really put a burden on me. But when you're thinking about self-defense insurance, you need to think about it just like any other insurance, right? We have insurance on so many things in our life. I know I have insurance on my wedding ring. I have insurance on my phone. I own my home. So I have insurance on my home. I have it on my car. I have a rental home. I have it on my rental. And all those things are very, very important. When it comes to carrying your firearm every day, you want to make sure that you're covered, because you don't want to pull your firearm out and think twice, because that time that you stop and you actually think, it may be those seconds that are really valuable and you may lose your life. So I want you guys to think about that. Art, hey, thanks for joining. Art said it's 3 tiers, elite, platinum, and gold. Thank you for sharing that. And I want you guys to know, I'm not trying to sell you on one company per se. I want to educate you on the things that you need to be looking for when it comes to self-defense insurance. There are a lot of different options out there, and I want you to make a well-informed decision. I don't want you to make a because this person has it decision, or I'm just going to get something because it's the cheapest, because that's not good either. All right. What else? Another thing is, will they provide compensation while you're in court? That's huge. If you are not being compensated while you are away, then I mean, a lot of people can't afford to even take a day off of their job. So that's really huge. And the amount for some of the companies is really good. I know that Second Call Defense does $500 a day. USCCA does $750 a day. And CCW Safe does $350 a day. And I don't know if you've ever really kind of broken down how much you get paid per day at your job, but if you haven't, it's probably something that you want to look into. You want to know, okay, I make this amount of money per month, and then I divide that by however many days are in the month, and okay, this is how much I get paid per day, because that may come in handy one day, and you really need to know that. Another thing is additional training and content. This is a huge factor in why I went with the company that I went with as well. For those of you who are USCCA members, you will know that there is a lot of additional training that is out there, additional content that is out there. You'll be able to also see stories of other individuals who have had to use their firearm in self-defense, and it's really important to see that they had to use it and hear their story, because we can all learn from that. So I really like the additional things that come with them. They're always giving away things for free too, and who doesn't like free? I definitely like free, but those are some of the things that I wanted to cover, because those are very, very important. And I didn't cover all of the different breakdowns, but when it comes to some of those things, they are extremely important. And I know for me, there are a top few things that it was like a deal breaker, and I had to have my fees paid up front. I cannot fork out the fees and then they pay me later. That just wasn't an option for me. So I know for me, when it came to upfront fees, the amount that they were covering was very important, and also that the fees were paid up front. And then another thing was bail bond coverage. If they didn't provide that, it was, well, I mean, I don't want you to pay some of these fees, but then not all of these fees. So that was something that was big for me. And I will compare. And is there anyone in here in the live that is a part of another company other than USCCA? Because I have had some members who say, well, not members, I have had individuals comment on videos and say that they are a member of Texas Laws Shield or CCW Safe, and I just kind of want to hear some of the things that they like about the different companies. And when it came to all of the companies that I named initially, they all pay upfront reimbursement. Sorry, they pay upfront. So when it comes to paying upfront, I want to be paid upfront versus being reimbursed later. And the top 6 companies that I named initially, they all pay upfront. So that's very important for you to know. And then when it comes to the actual price, how much does it cost? That's important too. So how much does it cost? This is going to be something where you're going to look at your budget and see exactly what you're able to afford. And when it comes to US Texas Law Shield, there is an initial setup fee, and then you can either do $10.95 a month, or you can do $131, pretty much $132 per year. And these numbers that I am going over, I'm sure they will change, so do not hold me to these, or they may have possibly changed. Second call defense, you're going to pay either $54.95 per month or $5.99 per year. And USCCA, they have the $47 a month and $4.97 a month, and I think that is one of their higher tiers. CCW Safe is $499 per year, and I see that G-Web said that he is a part of Armed Citizens, and it is $135 per year, and they do not do a monthly option. And then firearms legal protection, they have a $19.95 setup fee per person, and it's $21.95 a month or $239 per year. So that is kind of on the lower end, but it's also a certain amount per person. And I know for me, when it came to me getting USCCA, it was a certain amount per me, and then it was, I think, an additional $9 to add my spouse. So that was phenomenal that I was able to add my spouse for only $9. I didn't want to have to pay a setup fee for me and my spouse. I didn't want to have to pay the same amount that I paid for myself or my spouse. So that was really important, and I really appreciated that. I don't know if I covered this before, but the ability to choose your own attorney. How many people in here want to actually be able to choose your own attorney in case something happens? I've heard a lot of folks talk about the fact of being able to choose your own insurance and the pros and I mean, not your own insurance, sorry, your own attorney, and the pros and cons of not being able to choose your own attorney. And I have to say that for me, I really wanted to be able to choose my own attorney. And the only company that did not offer that was US Law Shield / Texas Law Shield. They choose. But then when it comes to CCW Safe, you were able to choose conditionally. So the other companies, they allow you to choose your own. And I think that's, well, for me, it was really important that I was able to choose my own, because although they may choose one of their best may not be the best for you. Everybody doesn't jive together. And when we're working on a case and I need you to save my life, right? Because it's your life's pretty much on the line. Like, you don't want to go away to prison. You don't want to lose everything that you worked really hard for. I want it to be someone that I can jive together with. And they have different amounts when it comes to the attorney fees that are able to be paid. When it came to USCCA, they covered up to $250,000, which is a good bit. And when it comes to CCW Safe, though, they cover no limit. And I know that firearms legal protection, they also cover with no limit. So it all depends on what you're looking for. Civil damages, how many of you think that it will be a possibility that you will get sued civilly, although you may be cleared otherwise? That is a huge possibility. So if they offer civil defense attorney fees, that is definitely a plus, because I don't want to get cleared and then now I need to come out of my pocket when it comes to a civil suit, because I don't have the money for that. I don't even know if I'll ever have enough money to be able to cover something like that, but I don't want to find out. And that's why I got USCCA. And another thing is, earlier I talked about the difference between a firearm and a weapon. Majority of these companies do cover any legal weapon. And let me remind you, legal weapon, okay? So most of the companies do cover any legal weapon, but the only company that only covers any legal firearm is going to be Second Call Defense, okay? So all the other companies that I named before, they cover any legal weapon, but Second Call Defense only covers a legal firearm. Gunweb said, always assume you will be sued civilly, right? I do. I don't know if that's the right mindset to have, but that is definitely the way that I look at it. You always have that's on the table. So don't ever just assume that you won't be. Hey, Sick Mike, thanks for joining. Another thing that I want to go over is expert witnesses. Is that covered? And so firearms legal protection, they cap at $5,000 when it comes to that. But US Law Shield / Texas Shield, they have additional fee of $35.40 per year or $2.95 per month. So this is where I want to talk to you about the additional add-ons. You want to go with a company that offers pretty much what you're looking for without having to add on additional things. So you know how when there's like that blanket price and then you add this and you add this and you add this, and before you know it, yeah, it's just way out of control and now you can't even really afford it. So do your homework and make sure that it's something that you can afford and that it's something that is reasonable, okay? Next is training and content. This is important, and it should be important to you as well. Ongoing training and content. For USCCA, they offer 8 magazines per year, and they have online digital content. There's a lot of online content that they have. If you have them and you haven't checked out their online content, please make sure that you go there and you check it out very soon, because they have a lot of great things. For CCW Safe, they have an online content newsletter. And for firearms legal protection, they have legal seminars. And when it comes to US Law Shield and Texas Shield, they have legal seminars in their local areas. And then Second Call Defense has some content, but no training, all right? AR Ren, thanks for joining. All right, G-Web, thanks for providing that. It's definitely nice to hear from other individuals who have these things as well. 24/7 emergency hotline, like I said before, all the companies that I talked about, they all have that 24/7 hotline, and that's really important because you need to be able to pick up the phone, call these companies whenever you need them, and it's not something that you got to wait until business hours and someone's going to call you back. Payout, we already talked about that. Lower pricing tiers available. Pretty much all of them had different tiers that were available, other than the armed citizens. That's just a monthly, annual flat rate. And then the US Texas Law Shield. They did not have the lower tiers. Excuse me. Compensation while in court. Everyone had some sort of compensation. Other than US Law Shield, Texas Shield, they did not have any compensation while you're in court. And then armed citizens, LDN, they did not have any compensation while you're in court. And Second Call Defense offers $500 a day. USCCA offers $750 a day. CCW Safe offers $350 per day. And Firearms Legal Protection offers $300 a day, but it does max out at $1,500. So if you need to use that, then you need to know that it's there, and also the amount of money that's there. If you're going to have self-defense insurance, the possibility of you having to use it, you never know. But if you have to go to court, then you will want your wages to be covered. The next thing I'm going to talk about is having ongoing attorney access. When it comes to all of them, actually, I'll just tell you the companies that do. US Law Shield, they have it. Second Call Defense has it. USCCA does as well. And Firearms Legal Protection does. But when it comes to CCW Safe and Armed Citizens, they do not have the ongoing attorney access. And personal hardship coverage. This is something that a lot of people don't think about either. It's important. And all of it, and I keep saying that these things are important, and they're all important, or I wouldn't be talking about it, because I definitely wouldn't waste your all's time. But the personal hardship coverage, for Second Call Defense, they offer $2,000 in cleanup. And for CCW Safe, they offer $4,000 in cleanup fees. How many people think if something happened in their home, right, would the police or the government or whoever come in and clean up where it happened? Because a lot of people don't think about this. When it comes to personal hardship coverage, I'm not sure if I said USCCA offers $6,000, but Armed Citizen does not offer it at all. And US Law Shield does not offer it at all. So that's something that you may have to come out of your pocket for if you don't have the companies that cover that. And that's the last thing that you want to deal with. You don't want blood splatter. You don't want any of that around. You want to have it cleaned up, and you don't want to have to pay out of your pocket to get that cleaned up. And the last thing I'm going to share is that psychological support. It is not available from armed citizens. It is not available from US Law Shield, but the companies that do have it is Firearms Legal Protection, and CCW Safe has it, and they offer 40 sessions up to $150 per hour. So I think that's really good that they offer that, and the amount of sessions that they offer is really good as well. USCCA offers 6,000 when it comes to the psychological support, and Second Call Defense does 41-hour sessions, which is a good bit as well. So kudos to those companies for actually jumping out there and providing that self-defense insurance. And I know sometimes you may hear it as concealed carry insurance, or it may be called a few different things, but I kind of sometimes call it concealed carry insurance because it is normally people associate it with concealed carry. So it's really self-defense insurance because some of these companies are actually offering it for any legal weapon, which is really, really good. And if you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to me. I did my homework when it came to USCCA, and I really appreciated the products that they offer. And another company that I did not mention that I'm not sure that a lot of people realize has went away, but the NRA used to offer their their self-protection insurance, and that company, they no longer offer that. So if you're wondering why I didn't mention it because it's no longer offered. So if you used to have that company, feel free to head over to USCCA or do your homework on the other companies that are out there. But another thing is, I know at USCCA they have their annual expo, and when you're a member, you can get in for free. I've never been to the annual expo. I definitely want to go this upcoming year, but I may be too busy with work to actually be able to go. But that's definitely on my bucket list to be able to attend the USCCA Expo. And another thing is their amount of content that they have, and they're always giving something away for free. Those of you who are part of USCCA, I know that you're always seeing the things that they're giving away for free, and I appreciate that. And they do a lot of infographics, and it's putting good content out there or just educating people on the whole personal protection, self-defense. And I think it's really important for individuals to be educated on that. So do you guys have any questions when it comes to self-defense insurance? Is there anyone in here that does not have it, and now they're probably thinking twice about whether they should get it or not? I'll be honest, when I first started in the whole concealed carry and all that, I was like, oh, I don't need that. And then I got smart and I realized that I did need it. And when I talked to Michael Waller, he talked about how he had to shell out a good bit of money when it came to getting an attorney and getting things taken care of, and it wasn't anything that he expected. So I learned from the mistake of others, and I made sure that I got self-defense insurance, and I want you to be covered as well because I want you to not have it's already going to be stressful, but I don't want it to be any worse because you don't have insurance. And like I said before, we have insurance on everything. If you have insurance on your cell phone, you need to have insurance on your firearm. And having insurance on that firearm is pretty much having that self-defense insurance in case you have to use it. Nobody has questions? You guys are kind of quiet tonight. Did I put everyone to sleep? And it's always better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Jeremy said, I already have it. Great. I'm so glad that you have it. JD said, just in case. Jeremy said, USCCA is great and the best. Christopher is laughing because I put everyone to sleep tonight. And G-Webs is laughing as well. All right, so I think I put you all to sleep talking about USCCA, but now you guys are informed and I've done my due diligence. But if you would like to join USCCA, I would love for you to use my affiliate link. By using my affiliate link, I want you to know that you do not pay anything additional. It's just I will receive a very small commission from you using my affiliate link. So they pay for that, and it's not anything that you pay for. So I would appreciate it. And using that just helps me in me doing all of my content. It helps me pay for my range fee. So all of the companies that I'm an affiliate for, I make like very little money with affiliates, but the money that I do make goes right back to you guys. It goes to my range fees for me to be able to shoot videos, and it goes to me buying ammo and paying FFL fees, because FFL fees, I don't know if you all know, but yeah, I may get a gun shipped to me to do a review, but I gotta still pay the FFL fee. I pay the FFL fee to pick it up, and then I have it for a little bit, and then I send it back out to them. So yeah, we still have to pay the FFL fees. I definitely don't get a break on that. And sometimes it can get very expensive, and then I'm doing range time, and yeah. So New York Outcast said, USCCA is worth every penny. Discounts for service members. You can pick your console. It covers all legal weapons down to your hands. Don't wait to join now. New York Outcast, that was a great, it sounded like a commercial. But if you all have any questions, feel free to reach out. I will help you to the best of my ability. But you don't have to believe me. You can do your own homework and you'll see just how great it is. There are people that are in the live chat tonight and they are not associated with me, but they are just sharing how much they love the company. And I love the company as well. And the only companies that I asked you to join or support are the companies that I support myself. All right, so are you guys ready to hear about my Glock experience? If you're ready, make sure that you comment ready or just comment Y for yes. But I'm super excited to share with you all my experience at Glock. And of true skip nature, I had to grab some goodies to share with you all. I was like, no one's ready. So sorry, there's like a small little lag in the computer and YouTube. So yes, I went to Glock, let's say Monday, and I was able to be a part of the official release for the Glock 44. I know some of you are probably like, oh my God, the Glock 44, what were they thinking, right? But I have to tell you, I truly, truly had so much fun at the event, and it was a pleasure for me to just be there. Like, I was truly humbled that I was able to experience it. And for the live release, I was in the front row. It was like, oh my God, I'm in the front row at the Glock release. So yes, it was phenomenal. And I was able to get my hands on the Glock 44 and I was able to shoot it. And I will put out a couple of snippets of me shooting the Glock 44, but I love it. I mean, for me, I will definitely be utilizing it as a training aid because I have so many individuals who need that as a new shooter or just even a kid. And that's something that I can use and it just makes their experience so much better. So I liked it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the Glock 44. Please let me know. So yes, guys, I was super excited. It was kind of like one of those surreal events. We showed up and, well, they paid expenses and we showed up and we had a dinner together. So I was able to meet some new people that I've never met before. Actually, a lot of the people I had never met before. So I was able to meet them. I was able to meet the president and the vice president of Glock. And it's just an honor to be able to meet them. I had dinner with Such. He is so nice. I was over in the corner about to eat dinner by myself, and he's like, no, come over here, eat dinner with us. So I met some pretty nice people, and I met the well-armed woman. I met their founder. I met a girl and a gun, and those ladies were so nice as well. And the next morning, we woke up early. Okay, not early. We had a 9 o'clock showtime, and we had breakfast. And after breakfast, at 10 o'clock was the official release. So we went in for the official release, and it was so nice. And they had the gun. It was covered up, and they did their whole spiel, and bam, it was a 22. And so I know on social media, there were a lot of people that were like, what? Who even wants a 22? But talking to them, there was definitely a demand for it, and I'm glad that they did put something out because, like I said before, I definitely use 22s when I'm dealing with some of my students, and I like to have it's almost a Glock 19. Almost a Glock 19. So I have this, and I'm going to post this on my social media so that you guys can see it, but it is very similar to the Glock 19. So the Glock 44 and the Glock 19. If you did not see the interview that I did with their training manager, Scotty Banks, it is here on my YouTube channel, so you guys can view that as well. And you can hear directly from him some of the questions that people had about the Glock 44, and he's answering them on the channel. And it was the video right before this one. And I have to tell you guys, so they were very secretive about this because they didn't want people to put any info out, right? So I figured I was going to have to sign an NDA, and I figured that I wouldn't be able to really post any pictures or anything. And it was kind of like a quick trip. So I didn't bring my camera. I didn't bring my tripod. I didn't bring anything because I was like, I won't be able to post it. So why even take it, right? And I was just going to take a few photos with my phone and little videos with my phone. Oh my goodness. They're like, oh yeah, you guys can post and you guys can this. And I'm like, I didn't bring my camera, but I wanted to be able to go live, not really necessarily live. I wanted to video some things so that you guys could experience what I experienced as well. And I figured, oh my goodness, I have Scotty Banks here. Why not go live? And by going live, I was going to be able to have you all interact directly with him. It wasn't going to be me asking questions that you guys had preloaded to me. No, you guys were able to ask all those questions yourself. So let me know what you thought of that interview. I'm telling you that it was super, I'm not going to say ghetto. It was super let me work with what I have because like I said, I had to do it from my phone. Then I didn't have a tripod, so we had to make it work. And the room wasn't really set up for that type of interview. So we made it work, and we wanted to bring everything to you all so that you could experience it just like I was experiencing it. And I really appreciated it. I really liked it. And Gun Website said, who do you think they made the Glock 44 for, the target market? So he answered that in the video that we did together, but he pretty much said new shooters, also experienced shooters. And as far as experienced shooters, it's for them because they can go to the range and buy a whole lot of 22 and not spend a lot of money versus you buying a whole lot of 9mm, you're going to spend a lot of money. And they're able to practice on everything with pretty much the same size handgun and work on their fundamentals, and even sometimes just going to the range and having fun. I know when I go to the range, I always have a purpose. I really don't ever get to go to the range and have fun anymore. I can't remember the last time I went just to have fun. It's always I'm going to shoot a video or I'm going to get my range time in, but it's not really to have fun. But going and having fun and not spending an arm and a leg makes it a little bit funner, right? But I don't know how many people are like me, but I'm literally like counting like, oh, I only want to use this amount of ammo. And with 22, it's just not the same. With 22, you can just like, I plink, 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 and then, yeah. So that was the target market. But what do you guys think about the 44? New York Outcast said, people love 22s. It's a safe bet for them, in my opinion. Everyone wants this or that, but the 22 will do well. I think if people really think about it, when it comes to people that don't have a lot of experience, so for the instructors in the house, when it comes to someone who doesn't have a lot of experience, do not throw something with a lot of power in their hands, because you are possibly going to lose them to firearms, right? They're not going to, to the whole firearms experience. Like, it's going to be a negative experience. They're not going to want to do it again because it didn't feel good. And if it doesn't feel good, you're not going to continue to do it. And that also goes for other people in here as well, or the people watching. Don't ruin the experience for people. And I think with 22, it really makes it an enjoyable experience, because a lot of people have fears that are associated to firearms. And if it's too much recoil, if the trigger's too hard to pull to the rear, that's not going to be something that they're going to enjoy. But I have to tell you, I shot it, and I shot probably at least 200 rounds through it. And my hands weren't tired, my wrists weren't tired, because you know how you're at the range and you're shooting a lot, then your fingers and your wrists start to get tired. That wasn't something that I experienced, which made it more enjoyable. Mario said, I'm looking to buy the Glock 44, and I think it's going to release either January the 20th or the 21st, but it will be in January. Christopher Perry said, I like it. Wallace said, shout out to you, Skip, for dropping knowledge. You deserved it. Thank you so much, Wallace. I appreciate that. And Marv, thank you. Casey, are you asking about the price? I will get you the price here in the chat in a minute. I think it's along like 4 or something, but yeah, give me a second and I will get that to you. But so I went to the range and I was able to shoot it, and it was so nice. It wasn't too much, and we had some steel targets, and we were just able to plink them, and they were loading the rounds for us, so that always makes it better, right? When you don't have to load it yourself. And another thing with it is the magazine capacity. A lot of people are upset about the magazine capacity, and I do know that they said that is something that they're working on. So if you were not able to watch the video that I did with the training manager over at Glock, make sure that after this video or sometime whenever you have a chance that you check it out. And it's a video on the channel, and it's just, I think it's titled Glock 44. So make sure that you check that out. And what else were we able to do? I was able to meet Tatiana Whitlock, and I was also able to meet just a lot of people who worked at Glock. So different people in different departments, and just talk to them about what they do, what they like, what they don't like, how long they've been with the company. And some of these people, I've seen them at like SHOT Show or NRA or different training events that I've been at when it comes to Glock. But yeah, this was a good trip. But also I went to the event as the Women's Outdoor News because I am a contributor with them. So I really appreciate them for allowing me to go and just letting me experience that, but also allowing me to have the Glock contract with Women's Outdoor News. So if you haven't checked out the articles that I write for Women's Outdoor News, make sure that you check those out. And I will be posting those on my social media. One has already been posted, and the last one that I did, I will be posting that one soon so that you guys can check it out. But it's definitely one of those things that I never considered myself a writer, but yeah. Sometimes you got to get out of your comfort zone, and definitely out of my comfort zone when it came to writing. Thanks for throwing those dates in there, Wallace and Yarn. Okay, so what else about the event? As soon as we came out of the official live release, then we were able to, they handed us backpacks, and the backpacks had some really nice things in there. It had some nice swag. So I will show you guys my back. Do you guys want to see my backpack? Because if you want to see it, I'll show it to you because I have it right here. And I'll show you guys some of the things that I have in my backpack. All right, so backpack. Mine still has my tag on it. But this is the Glock 44 backpack. And if you can see here, it says G44. So that's the backpack. And what I like about this, it has the sling on the back. Sorry. I really like that. As I was coming back home, going through the airport, I was able to just sling it. And then as you guys see here, it has the Glock Perfection on there. So this is the backpack, and it comes with quite a few pockets. It has, I'm gonna take that off here in a second, guys. It has this pocket, it has this pocket, but then it also has this pocket here. Sorry, hopefully. This one, this big one here, and then this one here. Backpack. So not only did we get the backpack, right? But we also got some goodies inside of the backpack. And I'm gonna share those as well. So we got a water bottle. We also got a hat. Then it has a little flag on the back. I think you guys are gonna like this because I really like this. We got this super dope, so it's a double pistol case. So a super dope double pistol case. And as it states, double pistol. And it has like these little retention spots in here. And then I have to tell you though, as I was coming back to Tampa while I was in the airport, this was like literally a conversation starter. TSA asked me, "Where'd you get that from?" A guy at TSA, he was like, "Where'd you get that bag from? I've never seen that bag before." He's like, "What is that gun?" Yeah. So that's what came in the bag. Oh, something else. This new Glock pen. And I like it because it has I can't remember what these are called, but it has this on the bottom. And then, ta-da, Glock pen. And then it also came with, I think these are coasters. These are car coasters. And it came with these. There it is. Came with these. And these are for your car, which I think is really nice. Thank you, Yarn Dragons. Yes, stylus. So yes, I was able to also receive a signed picture from Chuck Norris. They gave us the Chuck Norris water, and we also got a coin and a calendar. No Glock coffee though. No Glock coffee. So that is what we received, and I was super excited. There were so many people talking to me in the airport about my bag. And they're like, how did you get that? Who do you work for? So that was that. And now I'm going to share with you all the first thing that I'm going to be giving away. And this is only going to be for the individuals who are on the live, but I will be giving away a set of I give it to you guys. All right, so for the individuals who are on the live now, I'm going to be giving away a range kit. It's shooting glasses, soft foam earplugs with a case, and adjustable earmuffs. All right, so if you are interested in winning this, all you have to do is comment below G44. All right, G44. So this is what it is, and inside of this little case comes some soft ear pro. So I really like that. And the eye pro is really nice too, and I'll be able to show you guys that because I have mine. Oh, and it also comes. So the eye pro is like this. I really like these. Eye pro, and then it comes with this, the little case we're talking about. So if you guys are interested in winning, make sure that you comment G44 below. And these are the ones that are in there. Hi, Vanessa. Thanks for joining. Little case. I think that's really nice. It also has this cloth pouch upside down for you to put your eyeglasses in. And then there's one more thing in here that I was wondering. Oh, so it comes with a earmuff holder with an integrated belt clip. So it comes with this. I think that's pretty neat. So if you guys are interested in winning this, make sure that you comment below G44 to be entered to win this, all right? This set. So because I love you guys so much, I asked them if I could get this to give away to you guys. Yes, I did, because you guys are awesome. So comment below. Are you guys done commenting? And then at the end, which will be here in a few, I have one more thing that I'm going to give away. What hearing protection rating level is it? You know what? I'm sorry that I did not share that. It is noise reduction rating 32 decibels when used as directed. 32 decibels. And yeah, so everything is on here. Actually, so if you only use the muffs, it's 25 decibels, right? But if you use the muffs and the earphone, then it's 32 decibels. Great question. And just a side note, whenever you guys go to ranges, make sure that you double up on your ear protection. Do not go cheap when it comes to your ear protection. Always make sure that you do take care of your ears, okay? Vanessa, I didn't know that used to be your job. That's awesome. All right, so everyone has entered for the Glock giveaway for the eye and ear protection. What's it called? The range kit. Let me pick a winner. All right, so the winner is Mario W. Mario W, congratulations on winning your Glock range kit. Make sure that you reach out to me, which is by skipstacticalsolutions@gmail.com, or you can also reach out to me on social media, which is Facebook or Instagram at Skips Tactical Solutions. So what was nice about those is I didn't bring my own eye protection or my ear protection. So I used theirs, and I legit used that set that I'm giving away. And it did not cause any issues with the eyes and the ears. So these are very thin, which is nice. And I had no issues, which I normally do have issues when it comes to the eye protection and then being able to get a good seal on my ear. But no, I did not, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, and I like these. They're kind of dirty right now from when I had them on before, but these will probably be my go-to eye protection for the range now. More than likely, because I like them. I just kind of want to keep them on, but I look like a weirdo, so I'm going to take them off. All right. So guys, tonight we talked about a lot, and tonight we talked about a lot, and I want to make sure that you guys know how extremely important concealed carry, self-defense, whatever you want to call it, insurance is, because this is your life. This is pretty much clearing out every asset that you have, and you don't want to do that. You want to have it and not need it, rather than need it and not have it. And it's just one of those things to where you just have to get educated on it. And I've had a lot of people who reached out to me since I started my business, and they had no idea concealed carry insurance even existed. So if you could shared this video with someone, I would love for you to share it with them, just to let them know what the different options are out there and some of the key things that you need to think about when it comes to self-defense insurance. One of the key things is, are they going to pay your fees up front, or are they going to reimburse you? That's not something I want to be reimbursed. I want them to pay my fees up front, but that's just me. Also, how much does the coverage cost? For me, I wanted the monthly option. I didn't want to pay the lump sum. That's just not something that I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to pay the monthly options. And what extras are there? Are there extras as in psychological support? Because if they're covering psychological support, then that's something that I don't have to cover out of my own pocket. Are they actually covering civil damages? If they're not covering that, that's something else that possibly I have to cover. Are they covering bail? That's a possibility as well. And something else that you have to think about, though, is, can you choose your own attorney? And like I said before, I'm not telling you to pick one company over the other, and that's why I different things with the different companies, but I wanted you to know the company that I went with and why I went with that company. I felt like an educated decision because it was the things that were important to me and my family. And for someone who, let's say if you make a ton of money, then some of these things may not be important to you and others may be very important. But for me, I definitely don't make a ton of money, and I'm very, very just more towards not active and being proactive. And I want you all to be the same. And something else that I did not share that I want to share with you, with USCCA, the moment that you sign up, you're covered. Okay, so that's something good to know. It's not, I gotta wait 7 days or anything like that, because some companies do have stipulations around that. And then, excuse me, the emergency hotline, we went over that. If you have to call and someone calls you back later, yeah, I don't want to do all of that. And then, are they covering any legal weapons? Or is it just firearms? Because that's important, because someone stated before, these can be considered a weapon. And if it's not covered, then we got problems, right? Post-incident firearm confiscation is something else that you have to think about. And all of these things are extremely important. And so concealed carry insurance, self-defense insurance, I want you guys to know I am a USCCA affiliate. My USCCA affiliate link is down in the description below. And if you're watching the live video, it is in the live chat as well. It's in here quite a few times, but I want to be very transparent and let you know that it is an affiliate link. You don't pay anything extra for that link if you click on it, okay? It's just the company paying a small, very small commission to me, okay? But yeah, that's very, very important for you to know. And I also want to share with you that I received this book, and it's called Glock Reference Guide. This is the 2nd edition. So for all of you Glock fan boys and girls out there, I received one. All right. And the author of this is Rob Manning, and he is a former editor over at Gun World magazine. And he also authored Gun Digest book of CZ firearms. All right. So he gave me this book, extremely appreciative that he gave it to me. I actually met him at SHOT Show. He followed me and he actually knew who I was, and I'm always just surprised when people know who I am. But he autographed it. He signed it. He said, "Avery, as always, it was great to see you again. I think you are awesome, and I love what you're doing. You are such an important part of our gun community. Take care, and God bless, Rob Manning." So thank you so much, Rob, for the book. Thank you so much for taking the time to personalize the book and actually hand it to me. So I really appreciate that. And if you guys are into Glocks, make sure that you check it out. and I will definitely be adding this to my reading list for 2020. And I want to share that I will be receiving the Glock 44 here in early next week. I'll be receiving it, and I will have time to actually use it, put some rounds down range, and I'm very excited because I'll be able to formulate my own opinion and give you guys what my opinion is before it actually hits, I was going to say hits the streets, before it hits the stores, right? And you will be able to hear it from me. So I will be testing it myself. I will be having my students who come through, I will be having them test it, and I will also be putting it in the hands of my children so that they can give me a good opinion of it as well. But I'm very excited because I will be getting my hands on the Glock 44 here very soon, and I will be letting you guys know what I think. So I may do like a first thoughts of it, which really isn't a first thoughts because I've already had my first thoughts because I already shot it at Glock. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I have a couple snippets of me shooting it that I will probably share. So Vanessa Kitty asks, does the book mention why Glock uses the model names it does? It does not. Actually, I can't say it does not. I do not know that. And what I will do is I will actually reach out to the training manager and ask him that very exact question. Why were you not on the live the other day and asked him that question? Because that is such a great question. And I don't know why I've never thought to ask him that question. I'm definitely going to do a podcast episode with him, and I would love to get him on the live so that you guys can chat with him. He's very articulate. He's very amazing. And I think he said he's been with the company maybe 11 years. So if you haven't checked out that live video that we did a couple days ago, make sure that you go back and that you check it out, because it wasn't the best quality because the Wi-Fi wasn't that good either, but it's definitely putting the information out there. And that's what I strive to do, is get the information out to you guys so that you can hear it and you can hear it from me, someone different. But so I'm about to do another giveaway, and this giveaway is going to be, you're going to have to comment in the description of the video. Sorry, you're going to have to comment, not in the live chat, on the comments of the video, okay? So I want to make sure that you guys know that you can't comment in the live chat. So you're going to have to wait till the video's over, okay? Sorry, Vanessa, I was just joking. All right, so the next giveaway that I'm going to do, and I'm going to announce the winner of this giveaway next week. But sorry, really quick, before I do this, I want you guys to know, if you have not entered the giveaway over on Instagram, tonight is the very last night for you to do it. And if you have entered, go over there right now and enter like 5 more times so that you can have better odds, because the odds are still really good on that. So you still have it until 12 p.m. tonight. And here is for our next giveaway. This giveaway will be announced next week, and you have to comment Glock giveaway in the comments of the video, okay? Not on the live chat. I want to make sure that you guys understand that. So it will be a Glock 2020 calendar. And it's really nice. Oh, look, they already have SHOT Show on there. Anyways, Glock 2020 calendar, and it will also be 2 Glock stickers and a Glock pin, okay? So all you guys have to do is in the comments of the video, under the description, type in Glock giveaway, okay? 2020 calendar, stickers, and pins, and I will definitely be throwing in some skip stickers with that too. So if you win, make sure that you send me your information so that I can get it out to you so that you can enjoy your gifts. And make sure that you check out the video from a couple days ago with me and Mr. Banks from Glock. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Talk to Me Thursday. As always, I really appreciate it. I will see you guys here, same time next week.